Ashley,
Hi, Charlie. How's it going?
what's new?
Oh my gosh, I'm just excited to chat with you. How are you?
I can't complain. Goodness, it's been a while, but
Yes, yes. Well, here, before we dive in, let's get our
yeah,
picture.
let's do it.
All right, pressing the button now. Awesome. Enjoy the chat.
Wonderful.
Awesome. I just chatted with, was it Catherine?
Good. Okay, I'm glad that went
Yes,
through.
that was so kind. You gifted her a chat.
Ah, she gave it away. Okay, yeah, yeah. Another one of my friends was in here as well. Star Wars obsession, or he's somewhere in the line. I don't know if he'll be like after me or whatever, but a little nervous and everything like that because I don't know. I just felt like giving. But anyways, yeah. Um, Yeah, she was a little, I could, everything like that with her drawing, an epic. You're the apprentice of the chosen one, Ashley. My goodness.
Oh, oh my goodness. I'm also the most laid back, easygoing person. So,
Ah, yeah. Well, before I go on and ask and chat away with you, because I always enjoy
yeah,
our chats, check this out. You remember Ray Kenix? Um,
yes.
okay. She made this.
Oh,
Kind of
wow.
like
I love
Morai.
that.
All the proceeds go to what's going on like Ukraine and everything like that. But
Yeah,
I
she's
thought that was,
from there,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Oh,
she
my
is.
goodness.
Yeah. I promise
Wow.
I'll
Well,
show that
thank you for supporting.
always, of course. Okay. So to you, how's your book going?
I'm done.
Really?
I think I'm done. I think I turned in my last revision and I just did a photo shoot for it. So I think I'm pretty much at the finish line, which thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It was a pretty daunting process. I wrote pretty much the whole month of December. But I did it. I didn't have the confidence in myself, actually. I realized that's what was kind of holding me back.
Mhm.
But I finally gave myself no choice and had to just write and figured it out.
Well, good. I mean, look, Ash, I told you before, like you do charity things. You played Ahsoka. You still are Ahsoka in many ways, and amazing charitable person. You're kind. You've tutelage under Dave Filoni and George Lucas. I mean, seriously, you don't have the confidence and stuff, really.
When it comes to writing books, I'm still very much a Padawan.
Okay, okay. Well, I can't wait. I know you said it'll be done maybe by like next Christmas, didn't you say? Is that right? Or am I
Um,
remember wrong?
I actually think it's going to come out a little earlier, sometime in October, because it's a year's worth of Star Wars activities and exercises and
Hmm.
recipes and crafts, and so it starts in January. So we definitely want to get it out before the first of the year, so before 2023.
Oh my God, you really did. Wow, good job, Ashley.
It was, yeah, it was a lot, but I knew that if I just committed to it, that I'd be happy I did it once it's done, and I'm very happy I did it.
Rock on, my friend.
Thank
Well,
you.
no, okay. So yeah, I had like a couple questions this time and everything
Sure.
like that. Always a pleasure chatting with you and everything.
You too.
So uh, talked about funny moments last time for the behind the booth of D. Bradley Baker and James Arnold Taylor doing a prank call on you and everything like that. But, no, what about back in the day of Clone Wars or Rebels or anything like that? When you guys got like the script, whether it be like season one or all the way to seven or even Rebels, was there ever one where that popped on your desk where you know George or Dave were just like, hey, here you go, and you start looking, whoa, I don't know if I can do this one, and it end up you put in your heart into it and everything, and then it turns out to be a legendary episode like um, anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Definitely. I would say that the Mortis trilogy, um, when Ahsoka went to the dark side, I had a really hard time with it. And it took a while to get it. And it was actually James Arnold Taylor who walked over to me because we were recording that episode together, and he saw that I was having a hard time with it, and he walked over to me and he gave me some, some advice and some direction, and honestly, that made all the difference. And what he told me, I pretty much was able to do it on like the next couple of takes. So I'm very grateful for, James. We always had each other's back and helped each other. And but that was one where I was like, okay, this is going to be challenging.
Awesome. Well, that's cool, because that's one of my favorite arcs in Clone Wars is the Mortis arc and everything like that. I've heard the legendary stories of Sam Witwer and how he outdone Dave Filoni, that one infamous story.
I witnessed it. He hadn't earned Dave's respect until he corrected him, and then once he did, Dave was like, "Okay, this guy knows his stuff."
Thank God he kept him around. That's so cool. I love that story. What about the most? Was there one where it was like emotionally, where you're like, "Oh boy," where that one happened? Could that have been the final one? Like, unfortunately, for the time being, it looked like Clone Wars is ending when Ahsoka was, taken out of the order. You think that was up there?
Yeah. There's been many emotional moments with Ahsoka. Yeah. I think one of the hardest was actually this scene with the showdown between Ahsoka and Vader in Star Wars Rebels.
Ooh. Okay.
Because that was a very emotional scene, and I personally thought that could be the last scene that I ever recorded with Matt Lanter, and so it was a very sad scene. So not only was Ahsoka kind of saying goodbye to Anakin, I was kind of saying goodbye to Matt. So that was a very emotional scene.
I love another amazing milestone. I love that one as well, because you got to also share the voice with James Earl Jones as well. That's just, oh my God, the final product was amazing. And then Dave Filoni does the brilliant thing of, I've seen the clips and everything on the internet of like, the tree of trust, Ashley. Once you get on there, that little moment, and then popping you through the, world between worlds and stuff like that. So what did you think, though, whenever you did get the call, speaking of that, on Rebels? What was that like?
Oh, that was so exciting, because, when Clone Wars ended after 5 seasons, we were shocked. I mean, it was canceled. It's not like we knew that it was going to end. And so we never got the chance to say goodbye. We never got that final episode in the recording studio. So, and I was devastated, honestly, because I felt like I wasn't done with Ahsoka yet. And so to have the chance to fill Ahsoka's shoes again was definitely an honor. And then, to play her so much older. I was actually pretty much the same age as Ahsoka when I recorded Rebels. So I was recording Ahsoka kind of as myself. So that was a lot of fun too.
Awesome. And the other one was, can you believe the popularity of your character that you brought to life and everything? I mean, I've seen people with tattoos of Ahsoka. I've seen the stuff from last night on your Instagram. That was very touching, by the way, of that little girl coming up and do that. That melted my heart. That's got to be a surreal, awesome moment. I mean, yes, it was creative, but you did ultimately bring it to life. What's that like nowadays when you come up and hear, possibly this character helped get someone through a particularly hard time in their life or anything like that?
It's very surreal. I have loved Ahsoka from the moment I met her. And, I got to know her for 2 years before the rest of the world got to meet her. And to be here, 14 years later, and to see that she's more popular than ever is just very humbling. It's truly an honor to be associated with her, and it's an honor I do not take lightly, and I never ever ever take it for granted. And I think Ahsoka has truly just changed my life. It changes you when when I read the messages and hear the stories from people where they say Ahsoka changed my life or Ahsoka saved my life. that's forever changed me. I feel that I'm a reflection of Ahsoka, and I want to be a real life version of Ahsoka Tano, and I will continue to try to be a real life version of Ahsoka Tano, literally until the day I die. So it's truly an honor that I do not take lightly, and I'm just so grateful.
Well, that warms my heart, just hearing stuff like that. That's just amazing, Ashley. I can't tell you enough of that. Just amazing, humble, kind person. It's always an honor to chat with you. But anyways, for a final thing, if we have time.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Kenobi trailer?
I have.
What'd you think? Were you hyped like us all?
Oh yeah, no, I was very excited for it. I have to be honest, I haven't dissected it though. I've only seen it once. So I have to go back and dissect it a bit more, because I know I've seen fans' posts of everyone dissecting every single frame. So I have to go back and do a little investigation work for myself. But I mean, it looks amazing, absolutely amazing. And so yes, as a fan, I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, definitely. Because another reason I brought it up was I couldn't help but see, and again, I could be seeing things hopefully, but I remember seeing when I think it was Obi-Wan or something happens, an explosion happens, and I couldn't help but seeing a green owl, and I was like, "Is that Morai?" So I don't know. I was just like, maybe I'm looking too much into this, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, I'm hyped about it. So maybe Ahsoka somehow interacts with Obi-Wan going into Ben Kenobi, that timeline of before that. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I'm gonna have to go back and look for that explosion and see.
Yeah, it's midway through.
Okay, I'll look for it, because I mean, the story of Morai is yet to be told, and I'm curious. I'm interested to find out more.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, Ashley, it is a pleasure and always an honor to talk to you, my friend.
Yes, you too, Charlie. Thank you so much, and may the Force be with you.